Welcome back to Yoga with me, Laura Gardner. I'm going to do a new yoga video every Friday, so subscribe to join me each week. We're going to get started today lying down on our backs. So lie yourself down, make yourself comfortable, and we're going to begin by hugging the right knee into the chest. So left leg extends out straight, flex your left foot and squeeze your right knee up towards your right shoulder. So your knee is moving up to the shoulder at the same time. Kick your left foot away from you. So you've got your left foot and your right knee moving in opposite directions. Take a deep breath. And then release that pressure. So just relax the left leg. Still hugging the right knee in, but not quite so tightly. And then we're going to take the left hand onto the left hip, right hand onto the right knee, and start to circle the right knee around in the air. And as you do that, see if you can keep your left leg and your left hip still. So using your core, using your back, using your left leg to keep everything stable, keep the hips level, circle back the other way. You can have your eyes open or maybe keep your eyes closed for a little bit, just as we begin, staying focused internally and on how your body's feeling, ignoring your surroundings. Come back to the centre, extend your right leg up into the air, hold behind the back of your leg, just gently stretch out your right leg, and then switching over. So we're going to extend the right leg out straight, flex the foot, hug the left knee in towards your chest, so knee coming up towards the left shoulder, and then extending through your right foot, kick the heel away from you, pausing there, feeling that extension on the back of the left leg, feeling it on the front of the right leg and the right hip flexor. And then take your right hand onto your right hip bone just to keep it stable. Take your left hand onto the top of your left knee and start to draw some big circles in the air with your left knee. So core engagement, keeping your right leg lightly pressing down to the floor. Try to keep everything level. Avoid rocking the hips from side to side as your knee moves around. Switch direction, do a few circles back the other way. Breathing slowly and deeply, and then extend your leg up into the air, flex the foot, squeeze your leg towards your body, feel the back of the leg extend, and then release. Take both feet to the floor. We're going to do a bridge pose, so tuck the hips under, touch your fingertips to your heels, feet hips distance, and then inhale as you roll up. Exhale as you roll back down. We're going to do 2 more rolling with the breath. So inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. And then rock your hips from side to side. Maybe extend the arms a little bit further away from the body. Take your knees over to your left. Turn your head to your right. Take a deep breath, feel your whole body relax and let go. And then switch everything over, take your knees over to your right side, turn your head to the left, take a deep breath, everything relaxing down on the exhale. Letting go of any tension held in your body. Bring your knees back to the centre. Inhale, lift your arms up overhead. Exhale, roll yourself up, or you can push yourself up. You're going to flip up into a downward facing dog. So hands shoulder distance, fingers spread wide. Feet hips distance, toes spread wide. Bend and straighten your legs a few times. And then pedal out your feet. And then bend both knees again. Make sure your arms are in the right position. Feel the shoulders lock in place. Squeeze the underarms into the center. And then extend the legs. Inhale. As you exhale, take your weight down through your heels, keeping that extension in your spine, so a nice long straight back. You can have a soft bend in your knees if that's more comfortable for you. Take a few deep breaths. Keeping things nice and active here. So Feel the legs fire up. Keep lengthening through the spine. Keep the arms engaged, pushing the hands down to the floor. Inhale, extend your right leg up into the air. As you exhale, bring your knee to your nose and round your back. Inhale, extend up into the air. As you exhale, come into a plank and bring your knee up towards your right elbow. Inhale, extend your leg up into the air. As you exhale, come into your plank, take your knee over towards your left elbow. Inhale, extend up, back to downward facing dog as you exhale. Settle in again, that nice active downward facing dog, so arms squeezing in, push the hands down, push down through the whole of your hand, pull up through the front of your legs. Inhale your left leg up into the air, exhale round your back, squeeze your knee to your nose. Inhale, lift, exhale, take your knee over towards your left elbow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, take your knee over to your right elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Drop to your hands and your knees. We'll do a couple of cat-cows. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat. One more each way, flow with your breath. And then inhale, extend your right arm up into the air. Exhale, slide it under your left arm. Spin yourself around, come into thread the needle. Rest your head and your shoulder on your mat. Feel your shoulder blades slide apart. Gently push your left hand down so you keep the front of your chest open and you don't just relax down. So keep the left shoulder coming above the right shoulder. Keep your chest open and lifted. Feel that twist at your waist, and then inhale back to hands and knees. Take a breath. Inhale, extend the left arm up into the air. Exhale, thread the needle. So slide your hand underneath the right, and then you can see you're going to push down through the right hand to keep the elbow pointing up and the shoulder lifting up over the left shoulder rather than just relaxing here. So it's an active version of the pose. Front of the chest is open. Feel the back stretching. Feel your waist twisting. Breathing deeply. And then back onto hands and knees. We're going to do puppy pose. So you're going to keep your hips above your knees and then extend your hands forwards. Inhale, spread the fingers wide. As you exhale, slide the hands forwards and take your chest down towards your mat. So you may be able to rest your head down. You might still be with the head hanging up in the air somewhere. Make yourself comfortable. Feel the shoulders roll back. So find that nice curve in your upper back. Feel the chest melt down towards the floor. Engage your core, roll yourself back up, bring your hands under your shoulders. We're going to come back to downward facing dog, so tuck the toes, up into a downward facing dog. Inhale into a plank, pause there for a breath, and then back to downward facing dog. So inhale into plank, pause, you can drop your knees if you want to, and then back to downward facing dog. One more time, inhale into plank, pause for a breath, remember to breathe in your plank, and then back to downward facing dog. Going to come into a side plank this time, so you're going to inhale, take your weight into your left arm, spin around to the edges of your feet so your hips and chest point out to the right, extend your right arm out, and the option here is to drop to the knees and then extend the right leg out as you lift your right arm up into the air. Come back to plank and then downward facing dog. Inhale into plank, shift your weight into your right arm, Extend the left arm up into the air. Find your strength. Shoulders stacked above the right wrist. Have your option to drop your bottom leg. And then back to plank. Downward facing dog. Look up to your hands, walk forwards. Inhale. As you exhale, release your head. Soft bend in your knees. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up, come up with a flat back. And then bring your hands to your chest. Roll the shoulders back, find your mountain pose. Stand tall and steady. Inhale, extend your arms up into the air. Shift your weight into your left leg. And then come into a warrior three. So you're going to keep that stability in the core. Keep that length coming through the back and through the front of the body. Start to tilt forwards at the hips, and your right leg is going to come back behind you. So just come as high up as you like. Flex your right foot. Keep the hips in line. Make sure the right hip doesn't pop out. Find your balance. Find something to look at. And then lift yourself back up. Relax the shoulders. Squeeze the upper arms together, stand tall, engage your core, and then start to go down on the other side. So flex the left foot, hinging from the hips, keep the left hip in line with the right, kicking through the heel, finding your balance, and then coming back to your mountain pose. Inhale, as you exhale, swan dive. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step back to a plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up into the air. Exhale, foot between the hands. Inhale, lift up into a crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, take your hands down. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up into the air. Exhale, foot between your hands. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, take your hands to the floor. Inhale into your plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And again, just stay there. Keeping everything engaged, spread the fingers wide. Push down through the whole of your hand. Pull up through the front of the legs. Take some long, deep breaths. Slowly drop down to your hands and knees. Take your legs through in front of you. We're going to do a seated forward fold. Find your sit bones on the floor. Sit yourself tall, extend your legs. Inhale, arms sweep up into the air. Exhale, hinge forwards. Seated forward fold. Use the breath to pull forwards. So inhale, extend. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lengthen, stretch your head to the feet. Exhale, relax down. Keep the chest open, keep the back relatively flat. So avoid exaggerating the curve in your upper back. Inhale, roll yourself up. Roll your shoulders back, take your hands behind you, come into your inclined plane. So you're going to push the hips up, take the toes to the floor, keep the hips high, squeeze your legs, squeeze your glutes. Inhale, exhale, lower. Bend your knees, come up into reverse tabletop. So inhale, lift the hips. Extend your right leg up into the air. Keep the hips up high. Pause for a breath and then lower back down. Reset everything. Extend your left leg up into the air. Keep the hips high. Slowly lower back down. And then drop your hips to the floor. Cross your legs. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up. Exhale, fold over your crossed legs. Release your head. Take 2 deep breaths here. Slowly roll yourself back up. Extend your legs back out in front of you. Bend your right knee so the foot goes onto the outside of your left leg. Inhale, stretch your left arm up into the air. Exhale, twist to the right, take your left hand onto the outside of your right leg. So if you can hook your elbow around the outside of the knee, turn your palm to face out, and then look over your right shoulder. If that doesn't work for you, you can hug your knee in instead. Sitting tall, lifting up out of your back hand, and then inhale to the center. Switch your legs over. So inhale, sit tall, extend your right arm up into the air. Exhale, twist around to your left hand behind you, lifting up out of the back hand, keeping everything extending, keeping that strength in your core, keeping your spine long, chest open, shoulders relaxed. Lifting up out to the crown of the head at the same time, rooting your hips down, so hips sink down into your mat, and then head lifting up. Come back to the center, inhale back to the center, and then lie yourself all the way down on your back. Come into Shavasana. Legs out wide, palms turned up, shoulders relaxed. Take some long deep breaths. With every exhale, feel your body sink to the floor. Every time you breathe in and out, see if you can slow down the breath, see if you can make your exhale a little longer than it was last time. Make sure you aren't holding on to any tension without realizing it, so make sure your jaw isn't clenched. Make sure your legs and glutes are relaxed. Make sure your shoulders are dropping down. Make sure your core is relaxed. You aren't tensing your abdominal muscles. Just let everything become soft. Feel the floor beneath you, and as you exhale, let your body melt down to the floor. We're going to do a tense and release. So we're going to tense every muscle in our body all at once. Make 2 fists. Squeeze your arms, squeeze your legs, squeeze your core, squeeze your shoulders, neck, face, and let it all go. We can do that one more time. Tense everything in, squeeze everything tight, and then let go. And then we're going to do some sighing breath. So in through the nose and out through the mouth. So breathe in and out. Do that 2 more times. And on the exhale, relax even deeper. repeat that if you want to, or just go back to breathing in and out through your nose. Feel the breath slowly leave your body. Feel your whole body relax. Do that check for tension again, so scan through your body, make sure you aren't holding on to tension anywhere. If you are, make a conscious effort to release and relax. Relaxing your whole body every time you breathe out. Whenever you're ready, start to move your hands and feet again. Rock your head slowly from side to side and then stretch out your body. Take your time getting up. Bend your knees. Roll onto one side. Pause there for a moment. Rest your head on your hands or on your arm. And then gradually open your eyes and make your way up into a seated position. Sit yourself tall and upright, make yourself comfortable. Give the shoulders a roll, forwards and backwards. Bring the shoulders up to your ears and then let them go. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up. Exhale, bring your hands down to your chest to finish. Namaste.